Alright, we're back for the last two problems. So I think, I'm not sure I was saying everything correctly in the last one. I know I caught a couple mistakes, but the math is all correct. So focus on the numbers, not on the words. Alright, looking at number 9. Hopefully I can do these better. Don't make any mistakes. I notice in number 9 that I have a positive 1y right there. So I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to solve for y. So negative 5x plus y equals negative 2. I'm going to add 5x to both sides. These are unlike terms. One is x and one is a constant or a number. So they do not combine. You need to be aware of how to do that and be very good at that to be successful in geometry. So now I'm going to take this 5x minus 2 and I'm going to put it in place of y. That's called substitution. When you replace one thing with something else, you are substituting it. You may have a substitute teacher who replaces me. So we start with negative 3x plus 6, and in place of y, we're going to put 5x minus 2. So I put a parentheses because we're going to distribute that 6, that's important, equals negative 12. Now I'm going to distribute the 6, so the negative 3x doesn't change. 6 times 5 is 30x. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12, equals negative 12. Now I'm going to combine my like terms, although I see a bit of a trick here. If you notice something interesting, shortcut to the answer. 27 minus 12 equals negative 12. And I'm going to get rid of the numbers or the addition around the variable. And if 27x equals 0, that means x equals 0. That's the shortcut you might have noticed way up in that first green step. So if x equals 0, then it's a really easy plug-in. So we have we've solved for one variable. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in place of x up here, and say y equals 5 times 0 minus 2, or y equals negative 2, and that gives me my solution set. So x is 0, y is negative 2. Alright, not too bad. If you need to pause and get caught up, go ahead and do so now. We're going to move on to the next example. Alright. Last one, I notice in the first equation I have a 1y, a positive y. So I'm going to use the first equation and I'm going to solve for y. So if negative 5x plus y equals negative 3, to get y by itself, since that's a negative 5x, I'm going to add to both sides. You know, it's never wrong to check just to make sure. Negative 5x plus 5x is 0, so those go to 0. That's what we were intending to do. On the other side, we do not have like terms. The x and the constant don't combine. It's like having 5 apples and 3 oranges. You can't put them together and make some crazy new fruit. So we've got y equals 5x minus 3. Now I'm going to take this, since y is 5x minus 3, I'm going to take this and replace y with it. So using the second equation, using everything but the y, I'm going to say 3x minus 8, but instead of y, I'm going to put the 5x minus 3. And this will equal 24. So now I'm going to distribute, but when I distribute, remember I'm distributing a -4. Sorry, a -8. So 3x, -8 times 5 is -40x. -8 times -3 is positive 24 equals 24. You might notice something here and shortcut to the answer. We're going to follow good math at this point. We're going to combine our two like terms. 3x minus 40 is -37x. Well, that sounds terrible. But when I continue to solve for x and I subtract 24 from both sides, we get -37x equals 0. So x is 0. Now we're going to take this x equals 0 and we're going to put it in for x. We're going to substitute it. So we still have substitution. Using the equation that's already solved for y, the y equals, I get 5 times 0. Sorry, that was my alarm. 5 times 0 minus 3. So 0 minus 3 is just -3. And we have our solution set. X is 0. Y is -3. If you need to go ahead and pause it, you can do that. This is the end, so pause it and get it copied down. I hope you have it all done, and we will see you tomorrow and take some points over this. So have a good day.